What do you mean their champion still holds the pass? How hard can it be to kill one man? Actually, we're fairly sure he's been dead for the last 3 days. The Golden Champion of Viragid stood before the Zeldin Pass, his imposing stature casting a great shadow upon the Dark Lord's minions. The one and only unstoppable force that barred the way to conquering Viragid. Why is the invasion not underway, you fools? The Dark Lord bellowed from beneath his thick hood, his face, and even his race an eternal enigma to his armies. The champion, one scarred orc whimpered. He still guards the way. He has killed many of us in the past and... What do you mean their champion still holds the pass? How hard can it be to kill one man? The terrible one who ruled over a barren land of darkness and misery thundered. He can't keep killing so many of you without taking a break. And he's an old man by now. We don't like dying. Then go home. The Lord pointed the orc out to a door at the side of his massive throne room. Never let me see your stupid face again. With his head hung low, the orc walked past his comrades, the chandelier of skulls hanging above, and pushed the door open. His screams echoed across the hallway when the trapdoor below opened up into a pit full of spikes. What about the rest of you? Do you want your skull to form a new piece of decor? The Dark Lord snarled, clutching his scepter, where a manticore's head was mounted. Report. Actually, a few of us have been thinking. You can think? Yes, Dark Lord. After some observation, we're fairly sure the champion could have been dead for the last 3 days. And nobody has the balls to poke his corpse and confirm? The Dark Lord roared and spat spittle into the faces of his decidedly useless orc warriors. He killed many of us. Yes, I heard that excuse a million times. The Lord waved his hand dismissively. An orc stepped forward in trepidation. What if one of us were wrong and got killed trying to find out if he was dead, or not quite dead? A worthy sacrifice. The Dark Lord bashed the skull of the poor orc. Throw his corpse out to the champion and see how he reacts. The remaining orcs stared at each other and blinked. Will do, sir. The dead orc was mounted straight up like a scarecrow, directly facing the champion of Viragid, who hadn't moved from his spot for the last 4 days now. Ever vigilant, ever golden. Always clad in his armor and standing ready for action. His hands always resting upon his mighty sword. Helmet never removed, so that none has seen his face. None moved. Not the orc, and not the champion. Even as the living orc slowly pushed their dead puppet towards him. Growing tired of this stalemate, the Dark Lord finally got off his throne to approach the champion on the pass. You who stopped my plans for world domination for decades. He raised his scepter at the champion. You shall not stop me now. With a flourish of his scepter, the Dark Lord cast an almighty blast of dark magic at the champion. He didn't block it, just took the whole thing head on and toppled. Curious to finally see the face of the champion who had held him at bay for so long, the Lord walked over to wrench the helmet off. The desiccated corpse of a hero who lived long and died in his old age stared back at him. He who chose to die standing up. A human who requested the kingdom of Viragid to erect his corpse in his full armor so that he may continue to deter his enemies from attacking his nation even after death. By the time the Dark Lord gave the orders for his armies to march into Viragid, the citizens had fully evacuated. He had no spoils to loot. No riches to pillage or humans to enslave. Just a vacant city, as hollow and empty as the eyes of their dead champion who fulfilled his duties beyond his very end.